EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set, 19, 55, and no time now. Kill. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check four. Watch twist. Motion.
Now Watson, operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
SOS. Put it down. SOS. Switch.
From the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch out.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check your hot read. Kill. Hey, we got to snap it.
On second down, Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They run. It's Johnson. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got? One.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Bravo! Watch the whip. Listen.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Cousins now. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. Bailey's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it,
I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Motion, check. Shift.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
First down. Check Mike, check. Shift.
Now Cook running right. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Yellow. 51 the mic. It's our time. Hey, Haywood. Gun. Mike 51. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. It's a party now. 24. Under 10.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, 59! 34's the Mike, 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check in, check in. Watch the screen. 54! Jim. Tight dog. Check 3.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, 59! Check. Fresh down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 31. Mike, 34. Here we go. Safe. Check.
Watson going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. 3rd down here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Cook. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You can't block me. Switch.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
One. 51, Mike, 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, yo. Mike, 51. Mike, 51.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Right here, guys. Mike 51.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check. Lucky. Check 43.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Another carry now for Madison. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This will be taken short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check 52. Kill. Patrick. Motion.
Watson now, throwing again. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day. Tighten up. Check 15. Hey, pick it in. He's checking. Crash. Undercrunch. Check.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Check 26, check 26. Alert, alert. Check 99, check 99. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 24. Kill, turn up. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 33.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
34, Mike 34. Scoop. I'm here all day. Out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 31. Alert 3. Let him go.
On 4th down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, 59! Hustle. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. I got you. 34. You're all mine.
On 2nd and 7, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety four. Bang, bang.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Swing. Shift. Watch the shift. Check your hot read.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 40. Blue down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's